Light bearers of the ages, I am come in a visitation of the Spirit, your great divine director. I come to magnetize an inner energy field of light for the reparation of the shattered lines of force, striated throughout this continent by the records of war, infamy, and the abuse of power by various ignominious ones who have played their parts on the stage of life. The continent has been vulnerable due to layer upon layer of records of the shedding of blood, division, and all of those conditions thou knowest well. For the healing of the breach at inner levels I am come. I am come for my love for my disciple Saint Germain, and his heart full of desire to assist you. A blanket of violet flame is needed over all. As you place yourselves in this sanctuary prepared by your love, and increase the calls to the violet flame and build the momentum, these will be multiplied to an extraordinary power by all legions of the seventh ray of cosmos. I urge you to continue this vigil of the violet flame this night and to call to the lords of karma, for it is the conditions at inner levels, records of Akasha tied to the subconscious of the people, that allows in the next cycle the repetition of history. This history is dyed deep, and every soul slaughtered on the battlefield of life cries out for justice. Even from succeeding incarnations, and many have fallen again and again. Is it any wonder that there is cynicism here, or even a sense of hopelessness? Some have not known hope in many lifetimes. Consider how blessed ye are to have then the perception of light, the calling to light, and the dedication to light. Consider then, O light bearers of the ages, that many need that which is now in your grasp, the flame of freedom, aye, and much more, the illumination and the joy of the Mother. I do anoint you in her name, that you might go forth, bearers of the word, messengers of the messenger and of the ascended masters, truly to give the teaching, to clear the way, truly to know that this is the hour and the day when many shall receive the Holy Spirit, many must preach the everlasting gospel and clear the way for the Aquarian age. Beloved hearts, our message must be spoken again and again. Therefore we have asked that you take this teaching and understand that step by step you are being liberated by coils of light released by the messenger. This is a concentrated experience, and once you have it, when you present this teaching, I again will be present to help those who desire to serve with Saint Germain. Remember the great calling and the hour, and remember that we cannot bear to your hearts the full knowledge of the possibility of consequences when action is not taken, and when the dark clouds and dark tides are allowed to continue to roll across this continent unobstructed. Where you have not the power to challenge by military might, nor the desire, truly you may challenge by the word and the spoken word. Nothing is fruitless, no effort without result. The only failure is not to call to me to act in the face of day-by-day events unfolding. The members of the karmic board each have a very important role to play in the outcome in the European theater. Therefore, know our offices, and know that Cyclopeia, with the all-seeing eye of God, when you give His decree, will increase your vision of the future and a sense of your own direction. I myself, when called upon, seal you in the blue sphere of light that is indeed the replica of the great blue causal body. In the intense fire of love, the integration of yourself in the I Am presence is protected by Nada, who comes in this year with mighty victory to sponsor you and your beloved twin flame to the fulfillment of holy purpose. I am contacting now your chakras. I am releasing light for a new day, for the sense of resurrection, that all things that have passed in your life may be turned as prologue, and you may write the first page of the first chapter of a new book. Opportunities, cycles, through justice come through beloved Portia. Mercy for the washing of the records in the violet flame of Kuan Yin. Pallas Athena sponsors unerring truth and should be diligently called into the media who do not reach the people with the facts. Such a veil of lies and propaganda, such a calling of black-white and white-black is continuing, that the great masses of the people have no comprehension of the forces at work. The enemy is confused for the friend is confused for the enemy, and people lash out in great fear and terror to destroy that which is the greatest opportunity of the ages. Thus it is important to center with the goddess of liberty, for balance is something that has long been absent in Europe. The balance of the threefold flame of liberty would give dynamism, true illumination, and enlightened action. Still we find the serpents dividing the people in political parties, economic philosophies, the same stale arguments that went on tens of thousands of years ago, the same players, so worn out that if anyone would take note, they should observe that even their skin is gray. Beloved ones, it is the presence of Saint Germain indeed who can make the difference. We as the lords of karma, who sponsor the dispensations given to us by the Cosmic Council, truly wait for your word and your action and your response. For by and by, as the new year turns, we must go before the Cosmic Council with the report of the fruit of this rescue mission of Sanat Kumara through our messenger and through yourselves. We must determine what new impulse or dispensation of freedom may be given in the new year as the result of your unceasing efforts to gather light bearers, to teach them the importance of decrees and the entering into the joy of the violet flame. Saturated is this earth with the blood of righteous Abel. Thus, beloved, how does one build a golden age? Upon such a foundation, how does one indeed? Thus the purging will come, I assure you, and it can come fully through freedom's fire, else nature will take her course. I trust you understand how vital is the free will of every individual. And that free will is the right of choice, based upon knowledge and vision. Thus it is right that you are aware of the power of the illumination, the purity of the Divine Mother to assist you. If a tidal wave was announced, men would leave their plows and their fields and take shelter. If war were declared, or hordes were approaching, or a plague of locusts, the announcement thereof would cause concerted action, at least to escape the onslaught. We cannot cry any of these into your midst, lest we be guilty of the same crime, of the false alarm of fire shouted in the midst of a crowded hall. You see, beloved, there is in reality no accurate prediction. For as Saint Germain has well learned and often said, the human consciousness is unpredictable. It is accurate to say that the challenges are moving toward your doorstep every day. It is accurate to say that when they arrive, you must have light in your lamps, and already a momentum of understanding. It is accurate to say, as has been said already, be prepared for sudden changes. Be prepared for anything, and then you shall indeed be prepared. We have prepared a place in the wilderness foreordained, because it is necessary. Whether or not it is necessary for you specifically, only you can say. I have come from other planes and other worlds to be with you, for I am deeply concerned for the outcome and the safety of many light bearers in various places on earth. Because of humanity's response in past ages, and has been explained to you regarding the rejection of Saint Germain, we in fact are limited as to that which we may tell you. For often, in a period of mounting karma, it is best to focus the attention upon the light. But then, of course, those who come are those who love the light with all their hearts and would come in sunshine and in rain. Prophets of doom always manage to extract from society fearful followers and their purses. We have no such desires. We will not clutter our retreat with those who are running from their own shadows, or have not the courage to face the challenge in their own states. But yes, we provide a haven of safety for those who fight the good fight and win, and dedicate that life that God has given them to the rescue of other souls. The noble captain and shipmates rescue those who are their passengers in time of calamity. But we have seen the example of all jumping overboard and taking the lifeboats and leaving the passengers. We would not have such co-workers. We would have those who become the light and become a living pillar and pass through the night untouched, and carry many in their arms. This is the way of the Ascended Masters. To quote the Lord is fruitful. Work while ye have the light. The light is come in the person of the Great White Brotherhood. And those of you who have seen the miracle of souls who reach out for a blessing have understood that something more than a human being has wrought this miracle. Something more than any of ourselves. Truly, it is the entire spirit of the Great White Brotherhood. Thus learn the meaning of a dispensation and a sponsorship, and be grateful that we can so sponsor you while we have the light of a single messenger with you. By the fruits of the aura and the quickening, know the truth. Beware then of psychicism and pride declaring itself our representative, when it is not so, and signs do not follow that are signs of light, but rather only signs of psychic phenomena. There is danger, and those who are hooked by such ploys know it not. Thus the false gurus will be there forever and a day, until their cycles too are spent and their hollowness rent. We come with a sign of victory to those who will seize the victory. It is only the way, and the only way, beloved ones. The path is accurate, the progress can be swift. But once you receive the light and the blessing, and you squander it and then squander it again, do not expect us to come with pitchers of light to continually pour the oil into your chakras, because you have taken another round in the valleys of delusion. These are serious times for your very health, for your very mindfulness. You ought to conserve the life force. You ought to denounce the fallen angels who purvey their rock music to steal from you by the syncopated beat the power of the Kundalini. You have never seen a rock star with a raised Kundalini. It does not exist. It is lowered, creating the magnetism out of the very bowels of the earth. Blessed ones, these have burned out their chakras long ago and must amass the light from the light bearers who follow them. Thus their auras are magnetic, and they seem filled with a certain power. But it is not the power of that which is above, but the power of that which is beneath, that hath a short time. Those cycles are arrested precisely on the schedule of the great central sun. We neither hasten nor lessen their configuration, for we are confident in the judgment of the seed of the wicked. This one thing is certain: they come to naught. What is not certain is what will the choice be, the free will choice of every soul of light to be or not to be in the highest octaves. We can never force, nor have we any desire to do so. For anyone convinced against his will becomes rebellious and hateful. Thus the power of conversion belongs to the Holy Spirit in all. And only by the great central sun magnet is a soul truly demagnetized of darkness and remagnetized to the light. I give you the vision to see and know the fruits of the evil seed, and to see and know the fruit of the ascended masters. I caution you above all to guard the light and let no one take it from thee. Let no one displace thy path of victory and overcoming. Lean upon the arm of the Lord only. I have come in my presence, and I am radiating through you and to all of you as long as I am speaking, giving you the inner vision, and I will continue to do so this night. We do maintain the etheric retreat called the House of Rakazi, not far away, yet over those nations not fully free to be as you are today. Blessed ones, read with me the handwriting on the wall and decide your destiny. I urge you to decide your destiny, to no longer be manipulated by forces within or without, to realize that your decision will become fact as you summon all forces of the Divine Mother and the Ascended Masters as you have been taught. This teaching is powerful. There is no failure but the failure of the individual to apply it. Thus, beloved, I am also a voice that cries out in the wilderness. Do you know, beloved, that conditions on Atlantis prior to her sinking in some areas were not as vile as they are right here in this country today? The lords of karma and the cosmic council have long forestalled the karma due for the misuse of the sacred fire of the fallen ones, and to allow the practices of Satanism in this or any nation is folly. For all people pay the consequences for their failure to object. Blessed ones, it may be true that the Lord gave freedom to Satan to tempt Job, but he did not deny Job the power of the word to challenge that darkness. Thus you must engage the sword of blue flame, and let this be a battle that is won by Archangel Michael. Thus, my legions and my friends, my children of long ago, I embrace you. I have fulfilled my reason for being in the sealing of this continent. By placing yourself in my presence, you have indeed served as electrodes, and you will be blessed for as long as you keep that flame by your own love and determination. I am immensely grateful for efforts made on behalf of this mission to the heart of every individual who has so given. I bow before the light, and I breathe upon that heart flame the breath of the Holy Spirit to increase and increase and increase. to fan the fire of the heart and the flames of freedom therein. What higher gift? The flame is the flame of immortality. To increase it by 1,000th of a percent is to add immeasurably to the Christ consciousness of a soul. Oh, let us commune together in this flame of liberty. Let us come now into the center of the room where this flame is enshrined for the duration of this retreat. Let us enter the heart of that threefold flame. Now journey to our retreat and abide there while you take sleep, or keep the flame of the violet flame here. For truly, heaven knows the gratitude of the beings of the seventh ray to all who assist in that mighty cause. In the name of the Lords of Karma and Saint Germain, I bid you a most fond good evening.